I just want to be beautiful every day. Is that so wrong? Wow, that was deep. Hello everyone, I'm Micah Manticore, and welcome back to Let's Meet Adam 2. Now, I just started the next day after finding out that there was someone who knew River, at least well enough to know that he was River and not Sky Manning. So let's see what happens today. Although there aren't any shoots today, I decided to come into the studio. Helping Soren with admin stuff sounds more exciting than being home alone all day.
Well, howdy.
Yo, good fucking morning, Adam. What's happening, bruh?
Oh, hey Timmy. I'm good, just hanging out.
Yeah, 'cause ain't no shoots today, so it's confusing me why you here.
Honestly, I don't know many people in LA yet, and I didn't want to spend the day by myself. It's pretty lame. I know. I shyly look down at my twiddling fingers.
Nah, I get you. It's all good.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. And Timmy.
Hi.
Good morning, Hunter.
Yo, that's cold, dog. Why you gonna do me like that in front of my new friend?
I didn't think you were friends at all. We're getting there. Slowly.
Exactly. Adam is my...
Brit, what? What's that word? Brejen? Brehin? What is that word? I'm gonna keep going.
Everyone around here always be tripping like they want to rock with me. Just jealous. Right, Adam?
Totally.
Right.
You okay?
So Hunter, why'd you come in today? Pick up my checks. I left a few behind. Being dutiful means cashing them. Besides, tomorrow's the 4th of July.
Damn. I almost forgot about that shit. We'll definitely be blowing money then. What you guys doing for July 4th? Maybe we can all like get together or some shit. There's parties, clubs, barbecues. Does that sound cool?
I think not.
No. I look over at Timmy. It looks like he's dejected and trying to mask it. So I don't have any plans tomorrow night, but if I'm honest, I'm not one for parties and huge crowds, so I'll probably just have a quiet night in.
You guys are lame, man. Well, fine. I know a ton of hot places that'll be jumping tomorrow night. Cause I got some mad connections in the scene. Go-go boys, influencers, producers. You'll both be sorry.
Unfazed, Hunter takes a strong sip of coffee from a sleeved cup in his left hand.
If you say so.
It doesn't bother me the slightest. Well, are you doing anything to celebrate the 4th? Like you, I will not be partying. That kind of hedonism is for the weak-minded.
I think you're being too serious, bro.
I doubt you know what hedonism even means. Okay, I think we should move it along now.
Sounds alright.
Fair enough. I should be departing in any case. Cheers, gentlemen.
Jeez. What's up his butt?
Me too. I'm just wearing out my welcome, but hey, drop me your cell number. I'll hit you up tomorrow night and check you. Maybe you'll feel like coming through after all.
Timmy makes me put my number into his phone. He seems overtly happy about it.
Peace, bruh. Look for my text to call, alright?
Thanks again.
Alright, Timmy. Take care. So what will I do? Go back to the clinic. It's so unlike me, but I decided to sneak off and visit the clinic again. Oh god. What am I doing here? I nervously laughed at myself as I walked through the doors. Just couldn't keep away, could you? I knew the idea of forms, needles, and awkward questions was too enticing. Yes, that's totally it. But I also thought this was a clinic, and not stand up at the Laugh Factory. Although you yourself just assaulted me with a comical dig.
Totally.
I did. I hope that's alright. Just take me to the Laugh Factory someday and we'll call even. The clinic is pretty dead, so Evander and I waste time unashamedly joking around. That's an amazing story, actually. I thought you'd enjoy that. Evander stares at me for a moment before straightening out, his voice deepening a bit. So, How do you like working for Manticore Video, Adam? I mean, it's okay. I'm learning a lot about film and being on set, the terminology, the equipment, the politics. It's a bit weird to admit, but I think this gig has greatly improved my lighting skills.
One sec.
Ah, you just confirmed something I already thought, which is you aren't a performer like River. You wondered if I was... Me? A porn star? Wait a minute. Why not? Well, no offense, but you don't strike me as the kind of guy who could do that. Which is fine, especially in this case. Wouldn't it be incredibly awkward if Tad wants you to film a scene with your best friend, for example? Not conducive to the whole roomie situation, I'd think. Well, first off, maybe I do have some edge to me. Maybe I could be a porn star someday. Secondly, if Tad asked me to film something with River, I'd flat out refuse. He's like my own brother. And lastly, do you have some kind of problem with a person choosing to be in porn?
Calm down.
Adam, being in the sexual health and wellness sector of the medical field kinda requires an open mind, just saying. I likely wouldn't be great at my job if I had any judgmental feelings on the matter. You're right, Evander, I'm sorry. Don't be. I didn't think you were attacking me. I'm really enjoying talking with you today. Although your shameless flirting is kinda sidetracking me from my duties. I suddenly feel a fire of distress erupt from my toes and up past my head. I was not flirting! You are so flirting. It's okay, I get it. Evander shoots an embarrassment arrow at my heart, using a coy wink and a smile. If you must know, I'm here to get tested, so there. Ah, Adam with a solid misdirection, but you know what? I appreciate the effort, so I'll take you right away. No waiting time. Evander, there's no one else here. Shh, you're ruining it. Oh, oops. Despite how casual and friendly we were being with each other, Evander was very professional throughout the testing. Gentle, soft, and with those hazel eyes, I felt a little flustered, I must admit. I was about to say, if it pulls up a dick on the screen. And we're all done.
Thanks again.
Great. We'll call you if we receive any worrisome results, but if you don't hear from us, that means everything's negative. Regardless, you'll receive a copy of them in the mail. Sound good? Yeah, that sounds fine. Yes. I'm gonna be proactive. I'm gonna ask him for his number. Hey, can I ask for your number? Wow, that was bold. I like it. I'm shocked at myself, but I feel a wave of relief wash over me. Glad that I asked. Here, why don't we exchange numbers instead? I'll text you sometime. Perhaps we can do the Laugh Factory after all. I'd really like that. Thank you. I'll see you around. That was nice. I walked back into the studio with the feeling of an insuppressible glow.
Oh, hey.
Ah, there you are. Did you mail off those letters and packages like I asked? Yes, indeed. I dropped them off on my way back from an errand. Soren's eyes narrow suspiciously at me while he tied his glossy papers on his desk. Right. Say, what are you doing for lunch today, Adam? Actually, well, never mind that. I was invited to Absy's for lunch today, and you're coming with me.
Me?
I am. At once, I felt a feeling of incredible nervousness brewing. But why? Are you sure you won't mind me tagging along? I insist! I'm declaring you my +1. Besides, he won't care. That man gives little fucks about much. And even if he did mind, tough shit. Alright, if you say so. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intimidated. But at least Soren will be there with me. And this is the perfect excuse to meet Absy. Who I haven't met yet. Perhaps find out what he knows regarding River. This'll be fun. Soren and I joke around. As he rampages through the chaotic traffic of LA, I laugh a lot. To cover up how edgy I feel about the whole thing. Gradually, I notice we're on tighter, palm-lined streets with monstrosities for houses.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. After hours.
And here we are. Absy's landing. Jesus. My eyes widen as I gaze upon the obsidian residence that Absy calls home. Absy lives here? Because of its scale, this contemporary monolithic structure exudes luxury and grandeur. Although, at least to me, it also emanates a distinct feeling of something oppressive. Of course, silly, come on! Abzy hates it when people are late. And you know how I feel about tardiness in general. Before I could stammer some more, Soren grabs me by the hand and pulls me up the steps. His hand soft and cool to the touch. A maid ushers us through the palatial front doors into an ornate foyer, the sharp tapping of our shoes echoing throughout. Abzy will be right with you. She politely gestures for us to wait, then glides away like an apparition. I can barely speak, but Soren seems perfectly at home, obviously having been here many a time before. So, what do you think? Think about what? About his art, these paintings. Oh, he painted this? No, they're his as in he owns them, Adam. Not that he actually painted them. Abzy is quite the accomplished art collector, as you can see. That he is. So what do you think? We stare in silence at the oversized canvas in front of us. The painting itself seems alive. The application of its paint clumpy and uneven. It's kind of dark. I like it.
Totally.
The carefree manner, possibly crazed way in which the painter applies his strokes. Very chaotic but beautiful. It may look a little morbid, but at least it's evoking some kind of emotional response. Fear, sadness, maybe even a little disgust. It'd be so much worse if all it elicited was a feeling of indifference. There's something really nihilistic about it, don't you think? It's as if it signifies the death of something. Something old, perhaps change. Whatever it is, he's no longer innocent, and that's transcendent. When you overcome your innocence, you become truly powerful. You have control. Without naivete, you understand who you are and what you want. And isn't that the most deathly beautiful thing you've ever heard? I just want to be beautiful every day. Is that so wrong? Wow, that was deep. Ugh. Apologies, gents. I was working out and had to wash up. To be a presentable host. I hope you weren't waiting too long.
Thanks again.
No, not at all. Abzy's eyes flicker for a moment, and I swear hearing an almost imperceptible growl. Your house is amazing, by the way. Besides a gallery, I've never seen a place with this much art. I like to collect all manner of beautiful and rare talent. Far easier to comprehend than contain when you own it. Well, no use in us standing around on occasion. We have a spread laid out for us on the terrace. Follow me. Damn.
Oh.
My, how you've outdone yourself today, Abzy, and so formal. It's almost like you're trying to impress someone. As if I'd have to try to do anything as desperate as that. Abzy chuckles with a deep velvety intonation. I've always preached that those who have should give. Besides, I have an appetite today. I look down at the table covered in fresh antipasto, delicious smoked meats and pastries. Prominently displayed in the center is a carafe of mimosas and a large black bottle of whiskey. Soren, in one elegant motion, takes a seat, politely laying down a napkin upon his lap. As I look over, Abzy has collapsed into his chair in a very rugged manner, his hand propping up his chin. The two of them look over at me as if I'm some kind of alien, and I finally take the hint and awkwardly stumble into my own seat.
Hi.
I hope you don't mind me tagging along, Abzy. Soren let you know I was coming, right? I may have sent a text, or not. You know how these things are. I can't really recall. Abzy throws his head back in laughter, an amused grin on his chiseled face. Regardless, Adam, you're very much a welcome guest here today, so dig in. It's all to be enjoyed. Our dear Adam's still not quite there yet. He needs a little work. Timid, but soon enough he'll be more at ease. Being part of the Manticore family. Abzy simply nods with a knowing smile on his face. His eyes inspect me thoroughly. I'll keep it straight with you, Adam. In that, I think I see what Tad sees. The look. Your eyes. That quality. Like a deer about to be shot. That it. He goes to take a rough swig, but halts, and instead opts to take a small sip of his whiskey. And no offense meant ever, but if I'm frank... He slams his shot glass with a... fuck. Absy slams his shot glass with a surly thud. I'm still not fucking convinced. Are you?
Stop.
Well, I'm certainly sold. You're a new best boy grip, right? Did Tad offer you more? Tell the truth. He thought I was auditioning to be a porn star. He wanted me to be a performer. Like you. Don't be so modest, Adam. Soren chimes in with a tone as lovely as a melody. Tad not only wanted him to be a performer, but I know for a fact he saw him as exclusive material.
Well played.
Is that so? I look at Soren slightly shocked, although he seems unaware that he gave my position away. Did he try to place his grubby hands on you? Defile you? Well, no. He did suggest, though... My voice trails off, recalling that uncomfortable day.
Oh, interesting.
I'll let you in on something, Adam. Being an exclusive at any studio is a big deal, but being an exclusive at Manticore Video is a whole other stratosphere. Most regular people would think we're a dime a dozen, but being the cream of the crop can yield some surprising results. You burn yourself into the retinas and conscious minds of our community. Did you know that Mark Jacobs dated and was fucked on the frequent by his then boyfriend Eric Rhodes? You could be asked to model underwear for Andrew Christian. Has he reached out to you yet? I put it on your calendar just for kicks. He has, but that's beneath me. I'm not interested. Andrew Christian is a fucking pervert who needs to be around men he can't land out in the wild. Besides, his underwear is trashy, tacky stuff. Would you wear them, Soren? I might.
Yikes.
As long as he puts out a line that I have a hand in designing. I don't quite find his underwear fits my aesthetic. Absy smiles, then shifts his attention back to me. Have you heard of David Geffen, billionaire who founded DreamWorks? A gay porn star extorted him for a fucking condo and his fortune. It was hilarious. Not that that's right, of course, but you see what I'm getting at. These possibilities can open up to those in our industry, especially for us who are at the top of their game.
It's mine.
And that's where I plan to stay. Although these opportunities come from a place of lust and unbalanced power dynamics, if you're not stupid, you can be the one holding all the cards in the end. Never relinquish your power. None of the true exclusives have ever let Tad touch them. Not that you're going to be, but it'd be wise of you to remember that, Adam.
Totally.
Right. And with that, Soren stands up, graciously pouring us each a drink. As if the topic of conversation was as light and flowery as the garden around us. Maybe this is simply how LA people converse? Satisfied, Absy abruptly straightens out his posture, before turning his attention to Soren. So, how's work been today? It's felt like an eternity since I've been to the damn studio. Oh, you know, slow. A few set designers came in for meetings, but most of the usual suspects haven't shown their faces yet. You're flawless when it comes to segues, and so, how are the guys? I'm assuming you met everyone, Adam? Yeah, pretty much everyone now. The Johns, Hunter, but of course, the Johns. You gotta love those two knuckleheads. Poor John. I've heard lately he's suffering from some rather unfortunate dysfunctions. Hunter came in today as well, and so did Timmy. Ah, yes. Timmy Rocket. This little cum-dum still loitering around our studio. Oh my god, like herpes. A venereal disease you just can't get rid of. It's trying my every last nerve. I can't take it anymore, Absy. Seriously, if I hadn't been sick that day, there's no chance he'd have tricked his way into a meeting with Tad. Like, what the hell does Tad even see in that? It's simple, Sora. Tad has a new plaything. Timmy has opened that gaping black hole he calls an anus, and now Tad and the world are captivated. I heard Tad fucked him. Oh, Soren. I heard Tad fucked him 5 times on his audition day, And Timmy lets him hit it 3 times on the daily now.
That's trash.
Well, where did you hear that? From the horse's mouth himself. More like the sewer rat's mouth. Oh my god. You're awful. You shouldn't say things like that, Absy. At least not in front of our guest. I'll partake. Well, I also heard he's pretty determined to become an exclusive too. But if I'm honest, I don't see that happening. He won't.
Pretty gross.
He's gay for pay. Historically, no gay for payers have ever make exclusive at Manticore. They can't hack it and become the best simply because they don't enjoy gay sex enough. Too many yucky hangups. Timmy is gay for pay? As in he's not gay? Didn't you hear? He got busted for beating up his girlfriend a few weeks ago. It was all over the news. Shut the fuck up. You're so full of it. I swear to God. That's crazy. I mean, the whole thing is crazy. I can't believe he's straight. Oh, please. He's one of those who thinks they aren't gay if they don't kiss her like ass during scenes. Thirsty hillbilly bottom. Who wants to get nailed by men he can't ever get in real life. Absy shakes his head and deeply sighs, completely over it. It's pathetic, really. The two of them stare at me with obtuse smiles that I just can't interpret. I reflexively lean forward to speak more, but don't. As if I'm really unsure of what to say next. And on that note, why don't I pour us a few more mimosas? Venom goes down so much better with a chaser.
Why, thank you.
Right on, I'll cheers to that. The three of us raise our glasses to each other while Absy puts his hand on my shoulder. And to you, Adam. Thank you very much for coming today. It's been a pleasure having you around.
Again.
Thanks. The rest of lunch continues without a hitch, then Soren drives us back to the studio. To be honest, I feel a bit unsettled afterwards. Everyone has such strong personalities here. Perhaps I won't fit in with Manticore after all. I spend the rest of the day trying to shake that feeling off before I head home for the day. Huh. That's odd. I return to my apartment with a distinct feeling that something's wrong. I think that vase is broken. My skin crawls, while hairs on the back of my neck stand on end, looking around inside. Nothing right off the cuff strikes me as peculiar. Maybe I should look outside? I'll look outside.
Breathe.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything amiss as far as I can tell. Oh my god. Yeah, that got me too. Why am I so jumpy tonight? I reach over and calmly put the receiver to my ear.
Hi.
Hello? Hello? What the hell? I stare at the phone. After instinctively recoiling from it a little, it must have been a bad line. I step back and plop myself on my bed to make a phone call. We've really got to stop meeting like this. Very funny. But, would you mind cutting me some slack? I feel a little sensitive tonight. Aw, what do you mean? I don't know. I guess I just really needed someone to talk to. That's all. Well, I really hope it's to gush about all the amazing new events enhancing your LA life.
Totally.
Actually, when you frame it that way, there is some rather good news to tell. I take a comically deep breath for dramatic effect. I met someone. Why does your voice sound so weird? 'Cause I'm happy. Oh, sorry. It's very odd to me. I'm not used to it. Do you want to hear my story or not? Of course, of course. I'm just kidding, Adam. The lighthearted conversation was starting to take the edge off. I'm so glad I called. Well, his name is Evander, and he's a nurse at a health clinic. He's incredibly sweet, handsome, and funny. Likes long walks on the beach. Hopefully. This is so far out of your comfort zone, as in meeting guys out and about. I'm not used to this outgoing, extroverted Adam. Come on. It's not at all as interesting as you make it sound. And besides, he did most of the initial flirting and signal sending, and you have to turn everything into a bummer, don't you? Ah, now that's the Adam I know and love. Thanks. Come on, you know I'm really happy for you. How many dates in are you two? I clench my entire body when I realize he thinks we've gone out already. None? What? Don't get it. We haven't gone on any dates yet, only the exchange of numbers. It's still seriously exciting. I'm stoked. I am too. Does Riv know? Actually, can you put him on the phone? I haven't talked to that guy in ages. He's not home right now? Are you asking me or telling me? Damn it, Adam, get better at lying. He's not home right now. It's like he's never home. But hey, I get it. If anyone knows what it's like to be stupid busy, I do. Works okay? Just pitching this new contemporary design for a home out in Santa Barbara. Private buyer. Picky as all hell. A nightmare client if ever I had one.
You okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to help? That's sweet, but not unless you can design a 2,000 square foot atrium with vaulted ceilings. But I do have an idea. Anything, name it. When I finally come to visit, make sure I don't smoke any cigarettes. Slap them out of my hand. And take me out for alcoholic boba tea. That sounds great. I didn't even know boba tea could come spiked. There's a great place in DTLA. You'll love it. Anyways, I desperately need some sleep. I miss you and I love you, though. I'll see you soon. Yeah. I will! Now I'm going to expedite my visit simply out of spite.
Thanks again.
Alright, well, good night. I love you too. Good night, Adam. I laugh softly to myself as I pull away from my phone. Huh, what's this? A text from Evander. Hey you, it's Evander. Do you have any plans for July 4th? If not, I was hoping I could take you out. Show you what SoCal is all about. Smiley face. I feel silly, but I fall backwards onto my bed, feverishly replying that tomorrow sounds perfect. I let out a long and contented sigh. It's been a while since I felt this giddy about anything. I know I should be focusing on River, but in the end, would it be wrong if I met someone I liked as well? Besides, maybe he knows more about what happened to River. And this is a good way of getting close. I know I'm lying to myself, but I just can't help it. I twist and wrap the covers around me, falling into the most peaceful sleep I've had since moving to the City of Angels. Back at the studio. Good morning! Happy July 4th, everyone! I walk into work unusually chipper today, probably because the entire studio is off, and it's close to the weekend, but mainly as for once in my life, I have plans that resemble an actual date. Soren said he was coming in, despite the studio being closed, to catch up on some work. I'm bored as usual, so I show up as well. Also to see if anyone else is around. What's up, Adam? You seem good today. Happy July 4th to you too, dude. Chuck is in, and he's basically melting all over the front of Soren's desk. He's simply that relaxed. All these positive waves are just coming right off you, man.
Thanks again.
I think I finally slept well, that's all. I flash him a quick smile and innocently shrug my shoulders. I'm probably coming off rather annoying, but I can't help how cheeky I feel. The same, and good morning indeed. I jump a little when I feel a nudge. Then look to my legs and see Simba affectionately headbutting me. The miniature tiger then moves his way over to Soren. Aw, that's a good handsome boy. You're my absolute favorite. Whoa, are you saying that to Adam over here or to the kitty cat? Soren shoots Chuck a pointed look, while bearing a slightly snarky smile. Don't be cute. That's my job. Anyways, what I really wanted to say was make sure you're both in early tomorrow. No worries, Soren, dude. I haven't forgotten that I'm filming a scene tomorrow. And I'll be on set as well.
Stop.
I admire the enthusiasm, but you didn't let me finish. Everyone will be here tomorrow morning. This is even before your shoot, Chuck. Soren ushers us closer, as if he's telling us a schoolyard secret. Apparently, Tad has a big company-wide announcement to make. Oh, no way. Do you know what it's about? Or are you gonna front like you don't already know? maybe. I guess this just means you'll both have no choice but to come in on time. It's all groovy. We won't forget. I was mainly saying this to you, Chuck. Adam is always on time. So cold. Like catching an early morning wave without a wetsuit. Icy. Chuck finally pushes himself off the reception desk and swoops his long golden hair back.
Catch you in.
Alright, amigos, I got a bolt, but never fear, I shall return. The same. Although I'm just going to the copy room. Adam, do you mind watching Simba for a minute? I'll be right back. Sure thing. Great. See ya. I take my seat behind Soren's desk. While Simba curls into a ball beside my feet. It's then I hear a commotion made up of heavy footsteps.
Seen John.
Oh, hey, Adam. Have you seen John? He was right behind me, I swear. Then all of a sudden he gone, disappeared. Most confounding thing, I tell you what. No, sorry, John, I haven't seen him.
I guess.
It's alright. Tried sending him a bunch of text messages, but he hadn't replied. The asshole. I reckon he had more important business to attend to. I've mainly made peace with the fact that it's a friendship I'll never quite understand, but once again, I can't help but feel some embarrassment for him.
You okay?
Does this happen a lot, John? I mean, every now and then, yeah. But hey, if you've seen him, can you tell him I'll be having lunch at Long Pig today? A lost and expectant look comes over John's face. I notice him nervously twiddling his fingers, as if he's unsure what to do with himself. Sure, John, I can do that.
Matter of fact.
Well, thank you kindly, Adam. I'll be on my way now. He tips his head at me. Before turning around, I look on as he storms out of the studio, his head looking down the entire way.
That's bullshit.
Ugh, thank God he's gone.
Stop.
You are so mean to that boy. It should really be illegal. Pissing me the fuck off today. Good riddance. It's as if there's days he can't do a damn thing for himself without my help. Following me around like a sniveling puppy, for Christ's sakes. You know, he texted me 50 times just now. Unreal.
Hi.
By the way, John, John said he was waiting up for you at Long Pig.
Don't care.
Don't care. The two of them walk over to me, and I gulp reactively at John's presence. Soren gives me a wink, silently strides to me and picks up his cat, giving him a kiss and the biggest hug imaginable. A hug that you'd have thought would cause Simba's eyes to pop out of their sockets like in a cartoon. I'm done romancing your cat anytime soon so we can get to lunch. I'm not romancing anybody or anything. But what about Absy? I heard he at least used to have a thing for you. Absy? That would be a no. Soren sits Simba down before coolly addressing the larger man before us. That man is too much of a savage even for me. I think I'm going for less aggressive guys these days. Soren hesitates, looks to me, then back at John. I have one last thing to take care of. I'll be right back.
You okay?
Can I help? Oh, no. Stay here. It's totally not a big deal. I'll just need 1 sec, okay? Soren dashes off with a skittishness that was foreign, unbecoming of his usual manner. Clueless, I simply scratch my head and watch him go. He's rushing off to go have a smoke. What? Soren smokes? I let myself absorb that fact, then instantly feel a sense of compassion. Maybe it's naive of me to consider someone I've only known a short while my friend, but I feel bad for him. I mean, if it's an addiction he's trying hard to fight off. John scoffs a little, but keeps a smile this time, despite the patronizing look. I bet you think you know our Soren pretty damn well, don't you? But that's the illusion he lets you think you've earned. Huh. There's a lot about him I'm sure you don't know. Case in point, smoking would be one of them. Says it's a disgusting habit, but then like clockwork, you'll find him out there. In the parking lot every day just before lunch. In his car smoking a filthy cigarette. Pretending like he's smooth at hiding it, but everyone fucking knows. Then he stares at himself in the mirror the whole while. Stares. Just staring. Why does he do that? John looks over at me in nothing but complete seriousness. How the hell would I know? Although, I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes I wonder what it is he sees. I feel a tightness grasp my chest. Maybe he wishes the mirror reflected someone stronger, like I do. Stronger? John lets out a fearsome bellow, so strong in fact that it causes him to throw his head back, in the most animated motion I've ever seen from him. Soren holds a lot more power at man's core than anyone comprehends. John smiles a terrifying grin at this. Not even that blundering clown Tad realizes. No one gets in here without going through Soren first. Forget meeting Tad, God, or even Satan himself without his blessing. He holds your key. The key. Every last one of them. Our little gatekeeper. I gotta admit, I respect Soren a lot. He's probably the only person more messed up than me around here. Haha, that's saying something. I literally cannot process John's apparent impression of Soren. I feel a sudden urge to check on him outside.
Need something?
Then where do you think you're going? John reaches over and snatches my arm by the elbow. I'm going to go make sure he's alright. That's where I'm going. If you catch him smoking, he's not going to like it. Don't check. I let the tension in my arm subside, in a physical display of compliance. I suppose you're right, John. The fact that I submitted seems to make John angrier, as he frowns and essentially tosses my arm aside. Luckily, I hear the clicking of dainty steps. Soren rounding the corner and back into sight.
Yikes.
So sorry to keep Cinderella waiting. We're good to go now. Actually, if you don't already have something going on, why don't you join John and I for lunch, Adam? The offer catches me off guard, and before answering, I look over to John. Immediately, his face sours at the suggestion. Oh, well, I don't think this is a good idea, mainly because of that man right there. I'll go check on John, I think.
Again.
Actually, I already have plans. Sorry, guys. Oh, well, that's alright, but it is July 4th, you know. So, do you want to try to get together later tonight and celebrate? Actually, I'm kind of booked up for the entire day, Soren, as unbelievable as that sounds. I see. The boys are having a party tonight, so I thought it'd be fun to go. But if you're busy, no worries. There's always some other time, I guess. I'm sorry, Soren, but I already agreed to my plans last night. Otherwise... No, it's totally my fault for assuming you'd have nothing to do. Oh my god. Not because you're you, solely because you're still fresh to LA. That's all. Come on, Soren. Let's go. Of course. Hey, I'll text you later though, Adam.
Totally.
Sure. That'd be great. I wait for them to exit our studio and then some, before I grab my things to head out. I feel bad leaving John there, having lunch all by himself. Let's see what John's like, without the other John breathing down his neck, or rather, make that our necks. I anxiously walk down a long flight of stairs, into a chasmal underground. Although it's midday, any semblance of time is lost in this deathly, windowless catacombs of a pub. Ugh. It smells like cigarettes and split beer here. I cough a bit into my sleeve, keeping my arm up against the odor.
No.
Well, butter my butt and call me your biscuit. Hey, John.
Hey there, Adam. I didn't think I'd be seeing you here. Oh, where's John? He ain't behind you, is he?
Hi.
Sorry to disappoint, but nope. No, it's just me.
I guess.
I see. A soulful look floods John's eyes for a brief second. He's obviously upset. Yet he's posturing like he could care less. I nod silently and take up a seat at the bar beside him. A stocky bartend stomps over with a mean look on his face.
What can I get you guys?
Jam.
I don't give a rat's ass. Just make it a strong one. It's got a burn.
I'll have a Guinness, please. The bartender stares at me with a blank expression before he starts crafting our drinks.
Some of them twice fried wedges, too.
There's awkward tension between us, even though I came in here in good faith.
Well, what'd you come down here for? Bet you wanted to get a good laugh in. Is that right?
No, not at all. In fact, I came because I told John you were waiting here and... and he just didn't want to come. So I felt bad.
Done said what?
John shakes his head and swings back a shot of something dark.
Hey, isn't that just typical now, ain't it? Fucking asshole.
If I'm honest, I'm a bit stunned. I thought John would be more saddened by the revelation.
You okay?
So you're alright?
Yeah, what the hell. I'm fine. I know I ain't the most easiest to deal with. Every now and again, either. Maybe he just needed some space or something.
Yeah, space can be a good thing. Aside from when he was yelling earlier, John really hasn't sat facing me at all. So what's new? Do you have any plans for celebrating the 4th tonight?
Damn. Damn.
You know, I never used to be this fucking fat SOB. I used to be something real mighty. Built like a Mack truck. But shattering your ankle from college football can really do a number on you.
John's sudden declaration from out of nowhere has me taken aback.
And I know what you're thinking. But John isn't a bad guy. We're both screw-ups. Both get beat by our daddies for being gay. Both lost. Alike in so many ways.
Shit, you're correct.
But the difference is I deserve all of this. All of it. I did this to myself. I'm the fuck up. I came on the scene hot. But now I'm letting everything fall apart, you hear?
John.
No. John and Absy are just trying to do nothing but help me. It's nothing but a little old tough love, don't you see? Most porno stars, have you noticed they don't last too long?
Me?
What do you mean?
Most of them commit suicide or overdose, but they just vanish into thin air, never to be heard from again.
I quietly contemplate the conversation before me. Could this have been what happened to River? My best friend?
I'm saying you gotta be something special, something damn near supernatural to last as long as Absy is. He's like the Jenna Jameson and gay porno. He done got it all. The fame, the house, the money. Happier to pig and slop, I reckon. And I want that. Absy's been teaching me how.
I guess.
Shit, if it weren't for Absy, I wouldn't still be an exclusive.
I hear the pain tag itself to the end of his last sentence, and finally the anger and energy drain from John's disposition. I'm sorry, John. I came by to make you feel better, and somehow it ended up making it worse.
Fuck.
And now you know how I feel every day of the week. I'm a jinx, I tells you. So why don't you let me be? Don't you got somewhere else to be? Celebrating 4th of July or something?
John goes back to his drinking. There's a bug in my office. And so wordlessly I toss a couple bucks onto the bar top and walk myself out. Damn, I feel bad. The lunch was an interesting distraction, but if I'm honest with myself, I was having butterflies all day at the thought of my date with Evander. I hope he doesn't stand me up. The usual negative voice in my head tries to make me doubt our situation. When... Oh, he's here! My chariot's arrived. Quick, hop in before we both turn into pumpkins. I don't think that's quite how it's supposed to work. All feelings of anxiety melt away. As soon as Evander shows up, thankful and completely relieved, I cheerfully plop myself into his car. It's then I realize how giddy I am, that perhaps I'm acting really silly, but if I'm embarrassing myself, Evander doesn't let on at all. Wow, you look nice.
Thanks again.
And so do you. I can't help but marvel at him in his size, dressed in his everyday clothing. Evander has such an attractive, easy confidence. Confidence I wish I naturally had. Actually, I must say you clean up well. Very handsome. I think this is the first time I've seen you out of work, Shrubs.
Totally.
I was sure you lived in that clinic. Possibly under your desk? Happy July 4th. Are you ready to go? Dare I ask where we're going? Can you allow me to keep this a surprise? If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to impress you. Sweep you off your feet.
Hi.
Aw, okay. I'm ready to be swept. I give Evander a sweet but also shy smile. He gives me a charming wink and we drive off. Puzzles? Death? Dismemberment? In Evander's car, I marveled at the sheer beauty of SoCal. With the windows down, wind in my hair, sunshine on my cheek, the air smells noticeably fresher. So I'm guessing we're actually driving out of Los Angeles proper. Evander's car is tidy, and he's wearing that cologne I liked when we first met. So it's been a minute, So it's been a minute, hasn't it? What's been going on with you lately, Adam? I was just about to reply when I received a text from Timmy.
Yo, what's good, Adam and Timmy? Hey, come through. I'm with the homies getting drunk and we ho.
Sorry, I hope you don't mind. I promised I'd text my coworker Timmy about tonight. I'll be fast. Sure, no worries. Hey, Timmy, hope you're having fun, but not too much fun, lol. I think we're spending our date away from LA, so I won't be able to join. Thanks for the invite, though. Happy July 4th, misspelled. I quickly stuffed my phone back into my pocket. Alrighty, that's it.
You okay?
I promise not to text Eddie more for the rest of the day. I hate it when I hang out with someone and the entire time they're on their phone. I know what you mean. But you weren't being bad, and I'm the same way. When I spend time with someone, I want to spend it with them. Not spend time on my phone with someone else who's also on their phone. Exactly. I'm so glad we have that in common. Definitely. By the way, did you say your coworker Timmy? That's in Timmy Rocket? Yeah, do you know him? Yes, sir. I'm very familiar with Timmy. I've met all of the Manticore guys through my clinic, remember?
Totally.
Oh, duh, of course. I wasn't thinking. That Timmy kid hits on me every single time he comes in. He does? It's exhausting. And Tad's tried to recruit me many a time.
You okay?
I'm so sorry. He's like that. I hope he didn't make you uncomfortable. If I'm honest, I'd say that Johns make me more uncomfortable. Why? Picture this. They're at a health clinic, where obviously we do some pretty I'm pretty sure they meant intimate here, so I'm going to say intimate evaluations. Now imagine two patients who insist on doing all of that at the same time. Sounds also exhausting. It's okay, most of the guys are easy to work with. Hunter, who visits regularly, for example, and who's always talking about Absy. Wow, you really have met everyone, haven't you? Actually, I was invited to lunch with Absy the other day. Absy? The king of Manticore? Yep. Well, you've definitely got to tell me about that sometime, but it'll have to wait, cause we're here. At the beach. Evander parks the car alongside a far-reaching road that spans the coast. After a short amble through a park, a mighty cliff overlooks gorgeous beaches. Happy families and a couple stroll along lovingly, and I think to myself how nostalgic I feel, even though I've never been here before. It's like magic.
Hi.
Where are we, Evander?
Hey there.
It's amazing, huh? This is Long Beach. I really wanted to show you where I grew up. My hometown. It's beautiful. I can't believe you grew up here. You're very lucky. I think so too. And I'm sure a lot of us who grew up in the LBC feel the same way. The LBC? Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. You've assimilated quite well. Like an all-black chameleon. Thanks. LBC stands for Long Beach County, Adam. I marvel with eyes wide open at the new and dazzling locale surrounding us. Evander and I walk along the cliff as he points out different landmarks and places special to him. I'm listening intently, but my mind wanders, and it takes all my willpower not to hold his hand.
One sec.
By the way, it's still pretty early, as you can tell, but the plan is we'll return later, once it gets a bit darker. And so I was thinking, for now we'll go to one of my favorite joints. I've spent many a ratchet summer evening here in my early 20s. Uh-oh. Don't look so worried. I was the one being ratchet. The restaurant is actually really nice. Oh, that sounds alright then. Evander and I go to a trendy little restaurant, decorated in all sparkly manner of red, white, and blue. It's nice to see everyone is in a good mood, including the staff, despite how busy they are. And so we laugh the afternoon away, over his whiskey and my spilt absinthe, sharing personal stories of cringe and triumphs. Ooh. Fireworks. And so the patient tells me next time he's going commando. Oh my god. Evander? What's on your mind, cutie? I'm having such an amazing time.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Aw, don't act like the night's over already. Heck, we're just getting started. Come on. A vendor grabs my hand and we race down cliffside steps onto the busy beach. Once we get into onto the sand, the panorama sweeps my senses, bringing tears to my eyes. Groups of friends and family crowd the shore lit up pockets, drinking, singing, playing guitar, some even lighting their own fireworks. Come on, Adam, let's walk. Evander picks up his shoes after kicking them off, and I do the same. The Californian sand is invitingly cool underneath our steps, and I take out my phone and snap as many pictures as I can. As we walk, coyishly brushing our arms against each other as fireworks explode right overhead. Say, Evander, can I ask you something? It's something I've been meaning to for a while now. Shoot. I look down swiftly and notice a text from Soren, but I don't want to break the flow of conversation, so I put my phone away. You're mixed like I am, right? Yes, indeed. Half Filipino, half Irish, actually. I thought so. I'm half Filipino, too. I felt awkward asking the question, but I just had to know. In a way, it felt comforting to know that we even had that in common. Can you speak Tagalog at all? It'd be nice to speak fluently with someone.
Me?
No, unfortunately. Just the bad words, of course, and a few other random sayings. Like what? Come on, don't make me mispronounce them. I'm not. I'm legitimately curious to hear what you know. Scout's honor. You're supposed to put your hand over your heart, and without the crossed fingers... Oh, is that how it's done? Learn something new every day. Evander playfully fakes like he can't figure out the gesture while I shake my head. Okay, I'm gonna have to really fucking... Is it Patong Inamol? Heyo! Love the American accent. Nice twist. Give me one more. Honestly, other than swear words... Mahal kita? You love me? I shake my head violently from side to side. You're awful! You know I was only reciting what I knew. Your attitude's gonna get you in trouble someday. And those lips are gonna get you into trouble someday. I smack Evander on the arm and run away from him. He's faster than me. Quickly catches up, grabbing me by the waist, pulling me close. Cue the saxophone! I have a place I'd like to show you. Where are they? I silently watch Evander while he shares his hopes and dreams. Lights reflecting off the crescent arcs of his eyes. I choke back a sob, but the ocean swell of clashing feelings flood my core. Some merciless, others beautiful. Some cruel, some kind. How can I feel joy, sadness, guilt, and calm all at once? Like the fireworks above, all their unique flavors blend into one boundless canvas. And so I share a laugh with Evander, the man whose company I enjoy so much. And yet a shining tear forms in my eye because I miss River so much. Evander and I talk long into the evening about everything and nothing. How my extended family is wealthy but my immediate are not. How he calls his mom every Friday and how mine never answers the phone. We laugh, we're silent. It's raw but it's tender. It's the perfect date. This is nice. Evander drives me home, and just before I say goodbye, we kiss. I don't remember much after that, other than collapsing into bed. A feeling of warmth and electricity, a buzz on my lips. I close my eyes and a wondrous, peaceful sleep takes me into its embrace. I don't even hear the frightful city sounds tonight. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you want to follow me on other social media, I'm at Micah Manticore everywhere. I'm doing another giveaway at 250 subs, so tell your friends to sub. I'm at 104 as of recording, so let's get closer to 250 and we'll do another giveaway with W Energy. Also, if you want to try W Energy for yourself, code MicahManticore at w.gg or click the link in the description to get 10% off your order. I recommend all of them. The only one I haven't tried is Peach, which I'm hoping to try soon. I've done a few flavor combos, as well as the flavors on their own on my channel. If you have any suggestions for games, let me know in the comments or on one of the socials. And I'll do my best to play it as soon as possible. As you can see, I'm trying to do kind of a schedule? Is that the right word? Yeah, I'm sticking with it. Where I do 1 week series and then another week one off, and I'm gonna kind of keep doing that back and forth until I can actually put out more content. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.